Welcome. This is Charizard James here with another deck tech. This is Autumn Burchett's championship mono red Goblins deck. And we are going to do a deck tech for you today. We're going to talk about the sideboard options, sideboard plans for the certain matchups. We're going to talk about all the cards that she decided to play in her deck. And we're going to play some matches for you as well. We're going to do 3 matches today. Whether we win or lose, we're definitely a worse player than Autumn Burchett is, but we're going to try our best. So let's go ahead and get started with the deck tech. We have 4 Skirk Prospectors for this mono red Goblins deck to help us ramp into to ramp us into Muxus on turn 3 with a Wily Goblin. We have 4 Conspicuous Snoop to let us cast our goblins off the top and maybe even get a Krenko off the top and use its ability. We have 4 Wily Goblins to help us ramp us into Muxus for our Game 1 plan. We have 2 Mind Stones, which is one of Autumn's techs for this deck to help draw extra cards if you need to, as well as ramp into maybe a turn 3 Krenko or ramp into Muxus ahead of schedule. That goes along with Herald's Horn here, which also helps us do that. And it is a very, very, very useful card, especially in the main deck against these grindy decks like Sultai and 4-color mid-range, things like that. Maybe even the Rakdos matchups where they're killing a lot of your creatures. Very useful here. We have 4 Goblin Matrons to help us find the pieces that we need. Goblin Tutor, I like to call it. We have 4 Goblin Chieftains to facilitate our other aggressive game plan. And we have Goblin Warchief to do the same thing and make all of our other goblins cheaper. 4 Krenko Mob Bass and 4 Muxus Goblin Grandee to round out our win conditions here. Our primary game plan is winning from Muxus, getting one of those haste creatures like Goblin Warchief or Goblin Chieftain, and getting a Krenko Mob Boss to give all of our goblins haste and swing for game. Now let's talk about the sideboard. I do want to talk about that. We have 3, before I do that, we have 3 Shatterskull Smashings and 2 Phyrexian Towers here to help facilitate our This helps facilitate our Muxus turns faster, and we have Shatterskull Smashing to have some interaction against the Mirror Match and other aggressive strategies. It also kills Planeswalkers as well, which is very relevant. Let's move to the sideboard. We have 4 Abrades, which helps against our opponent's Grafdigger's Cages to try to shut off our Muxus. We also have to shut off our opponent's Herald's Horns as well, and able to kill those pesky Witch's Ovens. It's also a good 3 damage removal spell against cards like the Sacrifice 3/3 that they use. I forgot the name off the top of my head, but you know what I'm talking about. The 3/3 creature that whenever something gets sacrificed, it deals the damage. Abrade can just smack that into oblivion as well. We have 1 Goblin Cratermaker here. Mayhem Devil's the card. Thank you very much, Varchild. Mayhem Devil. We have Goblin Cratermaker here, which can be used as a removal spell in creature matchups that can also kill a Grafdigger's Cage or other pesky artifacts. And it can also kill Ugin as well. We have 2 Gempalm Incinerators for almost that same reason, to pick off a card and also draw a card. So it's card advantage if I kill a creature with this. We have 2 more Herald's Horn for those Sultai 4-color grindy matchups and blue light control. We have Chandra Torture Defiance. This also helps to kill the pig. This deals 4 damage, so very useful to kill the pig. It also provides a way for card advantage in grindy matchups as well. 2 Goblin Ringleaders for those grindy matchups as well. We really try to hammer in those other types of win conditions against grindier matchups, and people bringing in cards like Grafdigger's Cage against us. We also have a Goblin Trashmaster to kill Grafdigger's Cage as well. You can sacrifice the Goblin to destroy any artifact, and note, this is not once per turn, and this is also a Lord as well. So you can get this off of Muxus and pump up your team just like Goblin Chieftain can. We also have 2 Ironcrag Feats that we side in against all the non-blue decks. So we want to turbo out Muxus as fast as possible. So let's go ahead and get into some games. Don't forget, while I get into some games here with Autumn's deck, Historic Goblins, let's go. Don't forget that I am on Twitch live as well. If you see right above me, twitch.tv/Charizard_James. You know how to spell Charizard, and you see it right on the screen there. Don't forget to like, subscribe and smash that notification button to see more content like this. Let's go ahead and get started with our game. We have a Skirk Prospector, Herald's Horn, Krenko, and Muxus. This is insane. This is an insane hand. Also, I recognize this opponent here, Killadub. I believe they are a streamer as well. So let's a little streamer on streamer action. I always tend to play against other streamers, like all the time. Definitely keeping this. Matron's a really good draw here. Let's get our Skirk Prospector going here. Playing against a blue deck. Playing against the blues. I think I want to get the Herald's Horn down here. Uberal. Oh my goodness, I'm actually scared now. Warchief. Alright, so cool thing here is if we get down the Herald's Horn, Warchief will be 2 mana. And then Matron will be 1 mana after that, so I will be able to go Warchief plus Matron next turn if I put down the Herald's Horn this turn. So let's go ahead and do that. This also gets some goblins off the top of our deck to try to hit our land drops, which I like as well. We get really, really punished if they kill our Herald's Horn here, though. Really punished. So, and hopefully they don't counterspell us. Please don't counterspell us. Alright, Mind Stone, I guess we'll take it. Alright, so Warchief is a little bit of a riskier play. We could just play Mind Stone and then play Matron. I think I like Mind Stone plus Matron better. Unless they have a counterspell. But if they have a counterspell, I couldn't do the last play I was going to do anyway. So, I think I like this better. Wow, Sinister Sabotage on my Mind Stone is actually, like, really good for me. So I would much rather them Sinister Sabotage a Mind Stone than Sinister Sabotage anything else. But what this might tell me is that they have a lot more counterspells where that came from. Alright, good. We drew a land. So, they knew I drew a land, right? I could just Matron for a Warchief. Not Warchief. I could Matron for a Chieftain. I think I like that. They might actually counter this too. And I'm also okay with that, because I have Warchief Krenko next turn. Quench. Okay, wasn't expecting that. Definitely wasn't expecting Quench. Not in Historic, that is. So I think I'm going to play Warchief this turn, because I want to play Angel of Grace. Oh. I'm actually just not sure what this deck is. ECB, damage will reduce your life total to 1, less than 1 reduces to 1 instead. And it has Embalm for 6. So so it's just a gain life? Alright, Krenko's gonna be pretty good here. So I can do this and Krenko? And we do this, and then we kill Teferi? So now I'm kind of scared of Wrath of God, but, I mean, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, chat. Okay, next turn. Okay, this is definitely a counterspell. 100,000,000% a counterspell. So, we can just Shatterskull Smashing this Baral. See if they counter this. Quench? Deal? Quench is a really weird one to see in Historic. Because, Cunning Nightbonder. I'm so confused. I'm really confused. They get a Shark Typhoon? Azorius Flash Control. I am utterly confused. Hopefully they don't have Settle the Wreckage, but whatever. We won't attack with Warchief anyway. If they use a removal spell, we can Muxus. They could have like what? There's like a cast. They could have Cast Out, I guess. They could definitely have Cast Out. Like they know I have Herald's Horn. If they kill my Warchief, I can't Muxus. Sublime Epiphany. So they're stopping the trigger, bouncing my 1/1. Oh, now I can win, right? Oh my goodness. Muxus, let's go! Oh yeah! You'll love to see it. Is this lethal? It's probably not lethal. I don't know. I don't know. Math is for blockers. No, it's not. They're at 2. They live at 2. And then they go up to 10 with this. If they draw a land. Okay, so we just attack. Yeah, definitely need to watch out to Settle the Wreckage. So we need to watch out for Settle the Wreckage, because then they won't die. They won't be dead anyway. So we just attack with all of these. Settle me! ETB until end of turn, damage. Okay, so they're not dead. Nice. So they have to have another Angel of Grace? Looks like they do have another one. Or else I wouldn't be attacking. Take action. Alright, so we just attack again. We can't beat another angel, like another Angel's Grace. We just keep attacking. Figured. We get all of our mountains. Oh my gosh, every mountain. 100% gas off the top, chat. 1,000,000,000% gas. This game is so funny. This game is so funny. Oh my gosh. I don't want to play against this deck. We want Trashmaster, Ringleader. Like, Chandra's pretty good, probably. Cratermaker. And that's it. Okay, so what do we do here? I don't even know what Autumn sided out. Maybe the Wily Goblins? I don't know what else she sided out. Maybe like a Skirk Prospector or two? Maybe I don't bring in Chandra. Maybe like cut a Chieftain. Cut a Chieftain, cut 2 Prospectors. Cause like, yeah, I need to stop Cage. I have a Cratermaker. I have Cratermaker for Cage in right now, and I also have Trashmaster in for Cage as well. If I had one more land, I'd keep this. Alright, what do I put back? All these cards are good. I'm tempted to put back a mountain because I'm on the draw. Let's do it. I might just play the Cratermaker on turn 2. They had a lot of counter spells that game too. Oh, there we go. Rewarded. Rewarded for sure. Goblins is like super skill intensive. And Autumn Burchett, out of anyone, showed us how skill intensive this deck really is. So we go Cratermaker here because, actually, do we play around Censor? I think playing around Censor is not worth it. Because, like, they've already shown that they don't play Censor. They play the other one instead. That makes us pay 1 extra one, but it doesn't cycle. So because they've shown us that they play Quench, we can't wait 2 turns. We can wait 1 turn, but we can't wait 2 turns. So it's not worth playing around that right now. Alright, so drawing lands is good, but I think this is the like only amount of lands I want here. Am I supposed to play Herald's Horn right now? I don't think so. We could be seeing a Dovin's Veto. Not really, right? They're not going to play Dovin's Veto against us. We could just play Matron. I think I like just playing Matron here. Because, like, they might want to counter this. Gust? Sure. Take that action. Alright, so Fabled Passage. We need to start hitting their life total. So I think I go land Snoop here to play around another copy of Quench. So that worked out for me. It's actually really good. Alright, so... I have, I can just go Chieftain here. Like, they know almost my whole hand. I might just want to attack first. Well, I think I'll actually go Chieftain here. We bolt this to play around Quench. Chieftain. And we won't attack with the Snoop because we want to keep that around in case they have Settle the Wreckage. They could have Shark Typhoon. Okay. Hopefully they block the Chieftain. Perfect. Then I can play Herald's Horn or Matron. I think I'd rather get the Herald's Horn down. Alright, should be good now. Should be okay. We just don't need to be drawing any more lands than we already have. Snoop? Could see a counterspell here. Gear Hulk. Oh, they play a Sublime Epiphany. Okay, they're playing like some kind of like Azorius Flash deck. Oh, Gusting Snoop's fine. Kind of weird here. I could just get Muxus, but they probably have Sublime Epiphany. I mean, if they have Sublime Epiphany, I just die anyway. Let's get Ringleader, I guess. Well, it actually doesn't matter what I get if they have a counterspell. This does not matter what I get. I block this here. So I get the Ringleader off the top. Ooh, Herald's Horn. Nice. And a Chieftain. So if I cast this, Ringleader becomes 2 mana. I think I'm just doing this. How much mana is Krenko? Krenko's 3 mana here. I could go Herald's Horn and cast Matron. Nice. Okay, so what do I get here? I should get another Matron. Or just Muxus. I should probably get another Matron. I need to chump block. Hopefully it don't settle. Don't settle me! Don't settle me. Don't do it. Thank you. Alright, so we need to dodge a removal spell. No, we're not dead to a removal spell. We need to dodge 2 removal spells. So we need to win next turn. Angel's Grace has been annoying. Oh my gosh. Full control. Oh, no. No. That could cost us. That could have cost us. Actually, I can decline this. Wait, if I decline, I just draw it. No. Wait, am I on my upkeep? Okay, decline. Hopefully they don't. If they have another Angel's Grace, I die. Actually, I shouldn't have done it. Wait, yeah, that's fine. So this is 18 damage here. So this is lethal. But if they have another Angel's Grace, it's not. But I can't win anyway if I don't win this turn. If they have Settle, I die anyway. It's either I win this turn or they kill me with Angel of Grace. So I'm just trying to make them use stuff here. Which they're not going to. I think I'm dead to Angel of Grace. Like if they have Settle, I die. If they have another Angel's Grace, I die. If I don't attack, I also die. So I have to just hope they don't have it. Yep, and they had it. So I guess I want Gempalm. No, I don't want Gempalm. I don't have to care about their creatures here. I don't have to care about their creatures. Don't really matter. Like what matters is killing them. Like I guess Angel's Grace killed me kind of. So I guess that might be good to have one Incinerator in the deck. Okay, one Incinerator I can get behind. Well, Chandra could have killed their Angel of Grace. So I think I still want Chandra. Alright, on to game 3 of match number 1. Alright, I'm keeping this. I mean, I have lands that come in tapped, but it's fine. I think I play Snoop on turn 2 because I can't counter it. They Blast Casket or something? Okay, Baral. It's good that I have lands coming up. I'm actually wondering if I don't Matron because I have lands on a land on top. So they can't have Absorb here. Alright, so now I don't want any more lands. Incinerator? Oh wow, they missed a land drop. Alright, so this is a little different here. So, so I just Matron for Incinerator? Because, like, this is what I want anyway. Or I could Matron for another Muxus. Or I could just Matron for a Chieftain. Trashmaster, Ringleader. I think I get Incinerator. And we have another Muxus on top anyway. And now we have we actually have a lot of damage with this Embereth. So I might just Castle Embereth here. They could have a sweeper, but if they have a sweeper, then we just Muxus. They could have Settle the Wreckage as well. So in case of Settle the Wreckage, I might just cast Muxus, have it get countered to where I know they can't settle me. And they can't play Baral here because then I'll just Incinerate the Baral. They're really trying to sell this Settle the Wreckage here. So I just cast Snoop. It seems like they have the settle. They're just trying to sell that they don't have it. I'm definitely attacking because Settle gets this land off the top of my deck. I don't care if they settle me. Alright, settle me now. They didn't settle me. Interesting. Spells with flash cost 1. I wonder why they didn't just block. Spells with flash cost 1 less. So they have Angel of Grace then. They have Angel of Grace because it costs 1 less, and Angel of Grace has flash. ETBs until end of turn, damage will reduce your electro to less than 1. Okay. Perfect. So I want to kill the Angel of Grace here. Oh, wow. That's a card. Wait, so... Oh, they're not dead. They're not dead because they go to 1 here? They block my Matron, their Nightbonder dies. Their Nightbonder dies regardless. So they have Settle now. If they miss this many land drops, they 100% have Settle. Angel of Grace is annoying, though. Oh, they don't have Settle, then. Alright, victory here for match number 1. With Autumn Burchett Goblins in Historic. The deck that she made it all the way to the finals before losing to Brad Barclay. And his blue-white control deck. Alright, let's go again. And if you're still here, thank you so much for continuing to watch Autumn Burchett's Mono Red Goblins deck. Thank you for hanging around. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and that notification button to get more decks like this, deck techs, and sideboard guides. And gameplay. Who doesn't like to see more of Autumn Burchett's deck? I don't know, I like playing it. And now we're just waiting for our opponent to say, yes, I want to play a match with me. Their name is Luckaside. Hopefully there's luck on their side. Alright, that wasn't funny. I guess we're keeping this. I do need to draw some lands, but hopefully the Skirk will get us there. And hopefully we draw a Herald's Horn. Another blue deck. Ooh. Ooh, a counterspell deck. Another counterspell deck. Okay. This is probably not a good matchup for us. Probably not. I'm going to get this out of counterspell range here. And one of the ways that I like to beat blue-white, mono-blue tempo is to tempo them back. Oh my gosh, double Curious Obsession. Alright, this is how we die. This is definitely how we lose. The good thing for us though is that if they can't counter our spells, we should be in good shape. Which right now they can't counter our spells. And they only have like Brazen Borrower or something like that to punish. So, like, they can attack, and they can cast these type of spells here. But we should be in a good spot. I mean, they can counter our spells here with 1 mana because they have Baral Chief of Compliance here, which makes their 2 mana counter spells actually, makes their 2 mana counter spells cost 1 mana. Let's play around counter unless you pay 1. I mean, it probably still gets countered, but still. Yeah, lots of denial. That'll do it. That'll do it. So one of the ways once again, one of the ways I like to beat this deck is to tempo them. So now they have to chump block. Well, that's a very, very, very good blocker because it also taps our cards. So actually, we're not going to play out a card here because if we play out a card and they counterspell it, they actually get to tap our Chieftain. So I'm going to just attack with the Chieftains. Like so. So, right now, they actually can't counter our spells here. So, now is a perfect time to play Krenko. And hopefully they just can't deal 8 damage to us. Alright, played around Censor. There we go. There we go. That's how we do it. Alright, so I think I want the Incinerators here. Although, they're probably going to counter all of our spells. I want all of my Abrades. Abrade is really good here. I want to make sure that Herald's Horn's probably really good too. Mindstone not as good. Cut a Krenko. And cut a couple of these. Cut a couple of these. I don't know how good Incinerator will be here. Incinerator is really good in the mirror. I don't know if Incinerator is good against a deck that is not letting us contribute to the board. I also kind of want Ringleaders. Cut a Wily, cut a Chieftain. Alright. So either we play enough cards to make them run out of counterspells, or we tempo them. So we just need to make sure we don't die before they die. And kind of do the same thing that we did in game 1. Where we resolved our spells and we attacked them to the point where they can no longer attack us. I like this hand, but I also don't like this hand. I'm going to keep it, though, because their turn 2 could be something like play a creature. I do want to see a couple of my Abrades this game, though. So this is definitely a counterspell. Like 100% counterspell. But right here, we just need to make sure that they just use all their counter spells. Because if they counter us here, then they can't flash in an attacker of their own. So if they had something like a Cunning Nightbonder or some kind of flash threat, they couldn't do that turn because they had to counter our spell. And we're just going to keep doing this over and over again. So here we're going to play around counter unless you pay 1, Lofty Denial. Unless they go... Okay, that's good for us. They could bring in Brazen Borrowers here post-board. Yep. But once again, we just need to make sure they keep countering our spells. Play around counter unless you pay 1 here. Alright, so they don't have a counter for this Chieftain. Alright, now we have to tempo them. Or maybe they do, but it's a Lofty Denial and they needed to play their Curious Obsession. Okay. Alright, so we could get tempoed by this Borrower if they have a lot of counter spells here. So first I think we play Snoop. I'll have 5 mana available. I want to use 4 of the mana because I want to play around counter unless you pay 1. So we go Snoop here. Alright, counter unless I pay 4. So now I go Chieftain. Play around counter unless you pay 1. Alright, double Lofty Denial. Okay. So now we have our Ringleader to refill us. Drawing a little bit too many lands here, though. So basically, if they counter this, we might lose. We drew a little bit too many lands. Unfortunate. So now it's like, oh wow. Now it's we need to draw like Krenko or Abrade. It's like Krenko, Abrade, or bust, basically. Herald's Horn's not good enough. Alright. We drew a little bit too many lands there. Unfortunate, but it's okay. I think I still want to keep it like this, though. Let's play first. Oh, we need more lands than 1. I'll keep this. We put back... I think we put back a Herald's Horn. And I'm going to play into turn 2 Warchief. I could also turn 2 Herald's Horn. But I'm not going to Herald's Horn because they could have the 1 mana card that counters... The 1 mana card that counters a non-creature spell. I don't think they can have a 1 mana card that counters a creature. Alright. So hopefully they don't have a an enchantment here. And if they do, I think that's still fine. Okay. They could have Lofty Denial. I think if they Lofty Denial this, I'm fine. Okay. This is where I still try to tempo them, but I need to draw a land. I don't need to draw a land for like a couple turns though. They could have another Lofty Denial. Alright, that's actually very good. Let's be mana efficient here in Herald's Horn. That resolved. Okay. We just need to keep hitting them. So their plan is to cast Borrower. So we need to make them counterspell us. Alright, good. Oh, wow. Alright, down to 10. Herald's Horn should bring us back into it. Actually, this changes everything. Hopefully they'll have a Borrower. Okay, good. 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so we have a better clock than them now. Now they have to chump block us. Chump blocking is good. Wow, Krenko's actually insane. So we cast Herald's Horn first, see if they counter this. Okay, they didn't counter it. Maybe they don't have a counter for this. Okay. We make them chump block us. Now they have to chump block with the Spectral Sailor. Anytime Mono Blue is chump blocking is not a good thing for them. Okay. So they go chump block plus draw a card here. And then we have to hope they don't have a... Oh, there we go. There's a creature. So now we have one... We're going to attack. They're going to chump block. And then they're going to attack again. And then we're... I am feeling better, Shanonymous. Thank you very much for asking. Alright, now we're in a position... Oh, take action. Alright, so... We have 1, 2, we have 6 mana. So we can just cast Muxus, they're guaranteed to counter it, and then we go Chieftain, and then Chieftain's lethal. So we do this, they have to counter this. And then Chieftain's lethal. Oh, actually they can have another counter spell. Oh, they have 2 counter spells. Okay, well, that's annoying. Oh, they have a Brazen Borrower then. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so we die now. Wow, that was super close. Okay, so I should have done it the other way around then. So I should have Chieftained, and then they counter that, and then I play Muxus? But they knew I had the Muxus off the... Okay, they already knew I had Muxus, though. I'm not sure if I think I played that correctly. I think I played that correctly. They knew about the Muxus, they didn't know about my Chieftain. So I played the Muxus that they know about. They're forced to counter it. They have 1 more mana left, and that one last card has to prevent them from lethal. It has to be a flash chump blocker or a counterspell. I think the Herald's Horn kept us in the game, though. Does Muxus technically search your library? I'm not sure. I'd have to read it. I'd have to read it. You can also go exclamation point card Muxus in chat, and it should tell you the text on that. So I think I'm going Mind Stone here. Well, if I go Mind Stone here, I'll have 4 mana next turn, and that is not enough to do anything. No, it doesn't search the library, it just reveals. Reveals cards and then puts them on the battlefield. So it's not searching your library. Well, Muxus is pretty good on top here. Or not Muxus, Krenko's pretty good on top here. So I play a land. I can even go Warchief. I can even go Warchief. I think I will do this. Oh, wow. Main deck Cry. Main deck Cry's a beating. I could go Mind Stone into Herald's Horn. Or I could just play Krenko. Actually, I should probably Mind Stone into Matron. Now they can have Thoughtseize. Okay, looks like they're missing their land drop. Alright, they hit the land drop. That's pretty good. So I can do this. For Goblin. And then cast Chieftain. They could Cry again, but we have Muxus. Alright, so they take Muxus. Now they have to deal with Chieftain or else they die to Krenko. Well, I don't know if they die or not, but it's very close. Well, they dealt with it. Okay. Now they can bring back the Uro next turn. There it is. Okay, so they bring back Uro, and hopefully they don't have another Thoughtseize. Don't have Thoughtseize! Don't have Thoughtseize. Alright, they didn't have it. Take action. Castle. So we could just win this turn, right? Muxus seems like a good magic card. You're 100% correct. Full control, just in case. And then we use the Krenko here. We did not get a haste creature. We did not get a haste creature. We also did not get a matron. So that was like a pretty bad Muxus. Choose odd or even? They're choosing even, right? That was really bad for us. No blocks, because I don't care about life total to me. Oh, they could have Aether Gust now. Alright, now I'm in a bad spot. Now I'm in a pretty precarious position. Especially because of this. Aether Gust here? Or Growth Spiral. So they had the Cry of the Carnarium and the Extinction Event. Which hurt. It hurts, chat. It hurts me. We take this. Cram the space bar. Then again, if we got a haste creature, we would have just won the game. But we didn't. Because we're not Autumn Burchett. I found the reasoning. We're not as good as Autumn Burchett, so we don't get what we want. Alright, so this is definitely like Maelstrom Pulse or something. Oh yeah, and they had the Maelstrom Pulse. Gust. Okay, I'm definitely putting this on top because we're just drawing it additionally with the Herald's Horn. Muxus! More lands. So if we kill Nissa... we actually just die on the backswing unless we chump block with Krenko. But if we don't kill Nissa, we still die. Because they get an extra card. They get an extra 3/3. They also have Fatal Push? Interesting. This list, Goris, is Autumn Burchett's list. And you can find that on like the Magic website. And we take 9 here. No, we don't, because we can chump block the Uro. All right, now we're dead, because we chump block the Uro and take 9. On the official Magic website, I think it's like oh, there it is. Thank you, Jen and I. Okay, so are they just regular Sultai? Okay. So we want the Ringleaders. We want the Herald's Horns. I don't think we want anything else. Alright, so that game they actually had all the answers. Let's hope they don't have all the answers this time. I think this deck has a really good matchup against Sultai. I need one land to make this hand pretty good. But I'm also on the play. I'm playing 25 lands. That's definitely enough to hit my third land drop. So I'm keeping it. I also have Warchief into Krenko. And I have a Herald's Horn. What does Goblin Recruiter do, Goris? I'm actually not sure myself. Alright, give me a land. Give me a land. One time. Oh, one time, please. That'll do. That will definitely do. Goblin Recruiter says it is a 1 in a red, so 2 mana, 1/1. When Goblin Recruiter enters the battlefield, search your library. For any number of Goblin cards, reveal them. Shuffle your library, then put them on top of it. Oh, that's insane. That's insane. I definitely want to go Herald's Horn here, I think. Makes all my stuff cheaper. Yeah, if you Goblin Recruiter before you go Muxus, you just win the game. Oh, don't do it. No! Alright, now I really need a land. Give me a land. Oh, I think I just lose now. That was not good. That was not good. You hate to see it, chat. When I play Sultai, this stuff never happens to me. Alright, there we go. So I guess I just play Warchief? They have a Eliminate or Heartless Act here. Probably Eliminate. Alright. Alright. Let's go. Let's hit a land. Let's hit a land, chat. I mean, we can always sacrifice the Goblin to Phyrexian Tower. Ooh, Crisis for 4. I need lands. How do I get lands? How do I get lands? I can sacrifice the Wily Goblin, cast Matron, and get the 1-drop. But I'm pretty sure I die. Because they hit me for 4, they bring back the Uro. I need to draw land. They didn't have much this game. They only had Eliminate and Maelstrom Pulse, but I really needed lands, and they killed my Herald's Horn and my Warchief. Oh, wow. And as soon as I get the Skirk Prospector, they have that. I just Mind Stone and pass? I mean, Matron doesn't really do anything. Besides chump block the Uro. But I don't think I chump block it. I think my only win condition is getting Muxus here. And then drawing a land. That still doesn't work. So, because that still doesn't work, I have to chump block the Uro here. And I have to like Mind Stone into Matron, and I have to draw land. I go land, Mind Stone, Matron, and then I draw another land, and then Muxus, and I have to kill them. Oh, definitely not anymore. Oh, Thoughtseize? Got rid of Snoop? I didn't draw a land again. There's no way I win. Turns out you can't win if you don't draw lands, chat. Well, we got main deck Cry the Carnarium. That's probably a meta call against this deck. Well, I mean, I guess it works against the sacrifice decks, too. I mean, if I was playing Sultai, I'd be main decking Cry the Carnarium. In fact, I already do. But, okay. So we played Autumn Burchett's Goblins here. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out and playing the deck with me. We had a couple of unfortunate losses, but especially a loss against our best matchup in Sultai. But you saw how that went. I don't think that happens more than 50% of the time, so we should be fine. And obviously, Autumn's a much better player than I am, so bear with me. Also, I mean, we had a good match against that blue-white flash deck, but that's also a non-meta deck, so, you know, who knows. But thank you, everyone, for hanging out. Once again, don't forget to catch me live at twitch.tv/Charizard_James if you want to catch me live. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and like button. Thank you so much for hanging out if you're still here. Don't forget to leave Muxus, the word Muxus, in the comments if you're still here. Have a wonderful rest of your day, folks, and I'll see you next time.